Many days you can find Clear Reeves working on her faith-based podcast, her books, and devotionals, all with the goal of helping people look at life from a higher perspective.
How would we handle where we are now? Who would we probably forgive? What would we let go of? What would we hold dear? Where would we invest? All of these different things, when we go from heaven's viewpoint, it changes everything.
And it is those words that she writes and her faith that she talks about that she and her husband Will would have to lean on.
There's nothing like walking through the fire to make you really realize your mission.
You know, you kind of have to play the cards you're dealt and trust in God and have faith that He's going to take care of everything. It's a lot easier said than done.
A heart-wrenching and monumental task indeed when you see your son, your first child, come into the world 3 months before he is supposed to and realize the obstacles and life-threatening challenges ahead.
Of course, I thought, Lord, please let me keep him.
July 23, 2021, Clear had a prenatal appointment for a routine test, but something told her to also ask for an ultrasound. It was that ultrasound where doctors discovered their baby was not growing anymore and she needed an emergency C-section. Hours later, their son Sledge was born at just 26 weeks.
I could already feel the Lord's faithfulness because I kind of felt prepared for something to not go as planned. And I feel like He does that, you know? And so I thought, okay, there was a reason why I asked about adding an ultrasound, right? Sledge was already telling me, hey, I kind of need some help in here.
Sledge weighed just 1 pound and 12 ounces. While there were many concerns, perhaps the biggest was his underdeveloped lungs.
I just felt a wild amount of peace. I just knew that he was going to be rescued. I can't explain it.
Through that faith and the doctors, nurses, and staff at Maynard Children's Hospital, that's exactly what happened. Sledge would spend the next 4 months in the NICU. Will remembers some wise words passed along to him.
Trust in God, have faith, but also be grateful that you have this hospital in Greenville.
I mean, how blessed we are, and Will and I felt and still continue to feel, to live where Vidant is and have the children's hospital that we have, because the NICU, I mean, those people are heroes.
By November, 120 days after he was born, Sledge was strong enough to go home. Today, he's 15 pounds, full of energy, and doing remarkable.
Oh, he's a miracle.
It was a miraculous, crazy whirlwind.
It's as if the words she writes and speaks came alive at Maynard Children's Hospital.
Our community stormed, the gates of heaven with prayers, and God answered them by allowing us to keep Sledge on this side of heaven.